Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about how timing is everything. I'm going to share a couple of little stories with you to illustrate this point. But basically, I just want you to think about when things in your life are a struggle, you're trying to make things happen and they're just not happening. And other times when you're not trying so hard and everything just flows and feels easy. So that's the difference between honoring the timing of something and trying to make things happen in your own time. So the first thing I'm going to share with you, I was so excited to make this message for you because this just happened and I had this realization. I was so excited. And it's something very simple, but I wanted a new refrigerator. I've been trying to replace appliances in my house with more energy efficient ones to cut down on our bill. We got a low flow toilet last year to help cut down on the water bill, and I was really excited about that. We got a rebate for it. Oh, I got to check into a rebate for this refrigerator. I forgot about that. But I wanted an Energy Star refrigerator, and I thought, while I'm at it, I'm going to get one with an ice maker because it's the little things. And just having ice readily available to me whenever I want it is such a luxury to me because I use a lot of ice and I have to constantly be making ice and emptying the ice cube trays. So I really wanted an ice maker. So I started looking for this around the holidays because I knew that there would be sales. And I found what I wanted online. And around the same time, my neighbors, we own the house next door, they needed a new stove. So my neighbor and I went on New Year's Eve to Sears, got their stove, and I could not find a refrigerator that was what I wanted. Everything was too tall. And I thought, well, there's got to be something that fits in my house because there were millions of houses built around the same time as mine and have the same configurations in the kitchen. And I couldn't find one. They had ones, but they weren't what I wanted. I wanted a bottom freezer with a drawer, not a door. Drawer, not a door. So they had one that was the right size, but it had a door, and I didn't want that. So I kind of gave up on it. And then I spent weeks online looking at more at Sears and at every other appliance store that I could think of to try and find something that had all of the aspects. I wanted white, bottom drawer freezer, ice maker, Energy Star certified, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was so frustrated. And I can't tell you how many hours I spent looking for this. And I got myself so stressed out and so worked up. And that was when I got sick after the holidays, combined with the fact that I had no break taking care of my mom for 3 weeks. I was physically exhausted. And then mentally, I was just trying so hard to make this happen and to find it. And it's got to be out there. And because of getting sick, and then I just had things keep coming up, my back went out and then I got sick again. I just kind of dropped it. I thought, I don't know where this refrigerator is, and I don't know if there's one out there for me, so I just kind of forgot about it. And it's July now, and I just thought the other day, I'm gonna look again. And I looked, and there's the refrigerator that I originally saw online that Sears did not have. But this time it said it was at another nearby store that I hadn't even checked before. And because I was feeling very easy about it, I thought, okay, I'm going to go look at it. And if it's what I want, I'm going to get it. And it was. And it was so easy. This just flowed. There was no stress about it. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't trying to make it happen. I just thought, okay, well, this feels good to pursue this now. And I think I found it. And I'm going to go check it out. And so I walked into the store, and the first salesman that said hi to me, I'm like, this is the easiest sale that you're going to have all day. So I found what I wanted and ordered it. It was just delivered the other day. Happened so quickly, so easily, within a matter of days. Done. Got the new refrigerator exactly what I wanted, every aspect. So it just made me realize, wow, look how much I was struggling before trying to make this happen and the timing just wasn't right. And then when I just relaxed and let it go, it kind of popped up into my consciousness. It was available to me. It all flowed and happened very easily. So that's just one incident, an example to share with you how things can flow for you, and they're just not meant to be hard and to be a struggle. And I'll tell you really quickly. I've shared this in other videos, but I'll tell you really quickly the story of me and my husband, not the whole story, just the timing element, that how it worked out when we both kind of just relaxed. We'd been friends for a really long time before we started dating, and we were seeing each other for 3 years. I wanted to get married and have kids. He didn't. And after, a lot of back and forth, we split up after 3 years. And we were apart for 3 years. And, he was doing his thing and I was doing mine. And between a couple of things that happened, we both shifted. I had a shift in my consciousness about this whole thing. My dad told me before he died, he's like, he's a good man. You should not worry about getting married. You should just be with him. And he makes you happy. And at the time I thought, no, get married, what? But it stuck with me, especially after my dad died. I thought, would I be happy with what we had before? And then during that time, I dated somebody who had a 2-year-old. And on one of our dates, he asked me if I wanted kids. And I didn't say this out loud because I was like, wow, this is new. My gut reaction was, no, I don't want kids anymore. I was in my late 30s. I'd already decided I'm not going to be crazy, like, I have to have a baby. I wanted to be okay whether it happened or not. And I realized I didn't want it anymore. I helped raise my 2 nieces. They're like my kids. I couldn't love them more if they were my own. I call them my babies I didn't birth. And I adore them. And I realized, that's not something I want in my life anymore. So between considering my dad's words about, maybe I don't need to get married, and then this situation making me realize, oh, I don't want kids anymore. I don't want to have my own kids anymore. It kind of opened the way for him to come back to me. And during this time, he'd spent those 3 years thinking about me. And then he finally reached this point around the same time where he realized, wow, she really loved me. And I'm an idiot. So I basically got the dream scenario that every girl wants when, there was the man who was the man of her dreams and they had to part ways, or he wasn't into her and he didn't want to commit, or, whatever the situation was, but he's always there in your heart and he's always in the back of your mind. And you imagine him coming back going, I'm an idiot. I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Well, I got that. So that was pretty awesome. But my point is, we needed that time apart to both go through our own thing and experience the shifts that we did that brought us back together and made us compatible. He did some shifting, I did some shifting, and so then it was the right time. And I also started doing a meditation of attracting the perfect man for me because online dating was just so soul crushing and so self-esteem destroying. It was horrible. I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. And I just started doing a law of attraction meditation, focusing on how I wanted to feel with the right man. And so between, the very surface things of realizing, okay, I don't have to get married, I don't want kids anymore, and then just focusing on how I wanted to feel in a relationship and him going through his stuff, we were brought back together at the exact right time. And ever since then, everything has been easy and flowed. And we're coming up on our 10th wedding anniversary in a couple of years. So if it's easy and flows, it was meant to be. If you are struggling and pushing and striving to make something happen, it probably isn't meant to be. And don't get discouraged, because I'm not saying it wasn't meant to be at all, but maybe it's just not the right time right now. So when you learn to honor timing, it can really make a difference in every area of your life. If you can learn to relax and let things flow and be easy about, I'd really like this, or I'd like to have that, or I'd like to attract this situation or that person, then you can move through life with so much more ease and just allow things to come to you in the perfect right time, rather than trying to make things happen and stress yourself out. And if you do make it happen, it might not be exactly what you want if the timing wasn't right. But if you relax and you allow it to come at the perfect right time, it will work out perfectly for you. So think about something that you have going on in your life. Is there something that you've been trying to make happen and it's just not coming to you and it just feels like the biggest struggle? If you do, I want you to consider letting it go. Even if it's something that seems incredibly painful. It's just like that saying, if you love something or someone, set it free. If it comes back to you, if it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. You have to trust that when you let go of that thing or that person, if it doesn't happen later at some point, it wasn't meant to be, and trust that something better is coming, because that is always the case. When you're in that struggle, like, no, I gotta have this, it doesn't allow that bigger and better thing to come to you, if indeed that's what is waiting for you, something bigger and better. It could be the thing that you want and it's just not the right time. Could be something bigger and better. So if you can just trust and believe that whatever is coming to you is going to make you incredibly happy, it's going to be the absolute right thing for you, you can relax and just enjoy what's going on right now. because that's what we were meant to do, to stay in the present moment, to relax, to enjoy what's happening right now, to appreciate what's happening right now, and to have our thoughts and desires about what we'd like, but in an easy way. Not that stress and struggle, like I gotta have it, or I don't have it, or where is it? Just relax and think, I'd really like that. Let's see how it's going to show up for me. That's what I wish for you. I wish for all of us to have an easy life that flows with all the good stuff that we are wanting for ourselves to come to us easily at the perfect right time. So, maybe this message is something that you needed today. Maybe you needed this reinforcement or this advice or this support to relax about what you want and just allow it to come in the perfect way at the perfect time. And if so, thank you. Thank you for receiving it. Thank you for letting me share. And thank you, as always, for joining me here again this week. I appreciate you being here so much. And if you do enjoy these videos, remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you haven't already. And if you would like these videos delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. I send a special little message out to my list every Friday, and I would love to have you there. So take this into the weekend and stay conscious of what's going on. In the big picture, what's going on in the little picture this weekend? Is it what you want? Are you trying to make something happen? Or can you just relax and let it flow and trust that everything is going to be good? It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be what you want. It's going to feel good. Try that. See what happens. And if there's something big you're holding on to, breathe. Try to let it go and trust that it's all going to be okay because it is. And if you are trying to let go of something and you're having trouble with that, come back to this video and watch it again. And just know that I'm here and supporting you in that. Because even in the little things like a refrigerator or the big things like a life partner, if you relax, the right thing is going to come to you at the right time. Just trust, relax and trust, and it's all going to work out well. So take that with you, breathe. Let me know what happens. Put your comments and questions below. I'll see you next time.